Hey, good morning. This is Joshua Taylor. This is the second video that I made today on using these carport shelter, these logic shelter systems to make into a earthquake cabin camp. So I'm just going to give you a rundown of the particulars. Alright, this is what it's going to look like. So you had a 12-foot carport, and you would have it set up. You'd actually make a bridge set like this in either end, so this would be 20 feet. And you join them together, and you have these steel jacks so you can level it to the ground, right? So you got two of these for your main support, and then you make so these would be 24 inches, and then you make a drop-down cross brace system. This would be framed on edge and about 16 inches, and that allows your floor system to be dropped up on top. It gives you about an 8-inch wall, comes up above the floor, and that's where you set your carport design up, right? So this floor would be insulated, and you would have some 2x6s running through the center, and you just drop those in place. So all told, you would have a stack something like this. So this stack would be 4 feet wide, under 4 foot tall, all 12-foot sections, and they would go into your scamper camper. So you get a scamper camper, you got it out. You want to reframe the back wall of the camper with a large 36-inch door, or it could be a 32-inch door, 34. But you're going to be moving material in and out. So you probably want to modify the back of the camper with the steel deck. And so it's just a matter of getting a camper, $500. You might have to do work on the wheels and the brakes to upgrade them. But this is a very cost-effective and efficient system. Okay? So altogether, say $500 for your camper, and maybe, you know, if the wheels and the brakes are good, you don't have to worry about it. But if the wheels and the brakes need replacing, you could probably do that for maybe $1,200 to $1,500, just because you have to bring your camper up to code, right? And you want it at least an axle set that's going to handle 6,500 pounds. Not saying you're going to have that. This is fairly lightweight. I haven't worked out the weight on this, but maybe 1,500 pounds. So you want to be able to store this inside your camper. So when you got it all folded out, you would have a carport that's off the ground, and there's benefits for being off the ground, because you would have 4 of these cross braces going through. At 20 foot, that would be about every 5 foot. So you could actually put a floor system in this here, and you could have access from the top, maybe for battery storage, or maybe for food storage underground where the rats and the mice are not going to get at it. This is your battery storage here. So this has lots of benefits. So this would be the basic design, that if you got a truck, you can pull this camper, and if you got a logic system that's 12 by 20 foot, that would give you 240 feet of floor area. And maybe once you got your floor done, you just roll out your carpet, a 12 by 20 foot section of carpet, right? Makes it very simple. And then you can set up your sleeping arrangements in it. You could have your kitchen, so the back part could be for sleeping for 4 or 5 people, and 2 bunks for your kids, and a master bedroom for the parents. And so if you wanted to, you could actually put 2 of these together, end for end. Depends on your budget, but we need to make this because the new magnitude earthquake is coming. The West Coast quakes are already rumbling, and so when the earthquakes start hitting LA and taking out homes, and hitting Seattle and taking out homes, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people with no place to stay. And the government, the government at best is going to give you a tent. So I'm just kind of looking ahead and seeing what can be done with what's already out there. Another aspect of this is that you have a bifold system that lays on the top. So this would be, each one of these would be 100-watt solar panel. You just make a bifold frame and lay it on top, fasten it down. So you got 600 watts of power coming into your batteries, and so you'll be able to run your lights from your inverter, right? You don't need much. You need your propane and a stove. So your camper, when you're not using your camper, when it's all set up, this would be connected to your earthquake camp system, right? So this would be your bathroom, your utilities, where you can, you got everything is there. And so this is like a low budget system. $5,000 is going to get you in the door if you do the work yourself, right? But when the earthquake comes and the homes get all smashed up, this is going to be like a gold mine, right? You're going to have you'll be able to keep your family. You don't have to worry about the cabin. It's going to flex. You could even put springs on these or whatever. I don't think you'll need them, but the design's going to take any kind of shaking that you can give it. And so once you got it made, there's different upgrades you can do. One of the upgrades I would put in a false roof here with lights, right? Just a lightweight system. You could put a lattice system along the walls, right? You can make an insulated panel system that you can get in. Just take bad insulation, put material on either side, and stitch it up. So your walls could actually be insulated if you have to go for a season. And but folks, we have to take action now. If you live in the city, there's a good chance that your house is not going to be standing when these quakes come through. If you got money in the bank, well, it's best to pull it out and put it into something that's where you can secure your livelihood for the times that we're coming into. So right now, I'm on top of the mountain. I'll be there for the next 15 days. 2 weeks of Saturday, I'll be breaking camp, coming back down. I'm in just outside of Hope here. I camped out. My best friend and I were camped out on top of the mountain there on Skagit Road, about kilometer 13 or 14. And so this is what actually gave me the idea. The system here, the earthquake cabin kit, will work with the portable yurt system that the Lord gave me a few weeks ago, where you take a camper, you make a foldable 24-foot yurt, and you can put actually a wraparound deck around it, and you could actually connect these these earthquake cabin camps. You can actually connect them in 5 ways around, and so you could actually have 5 or 6 families living in a small little community, and it's all cost affordable. Well, we need to jump on board, and we need to do this. So if you got extra money that you're not using, I need about $5,000 to start this, get this off the ground. So if that's American money, I can definitely get something made and replicate all this work, perfect it, and then get the plans and the video out, so you guys out there can replicate it. And as far as homeless shelters, this would be the perfect setup. I could take at least 4 or 5 people off the street, and they would have their cooking facilities. They would have their own place. They would have their restroom facilities all there. Just maybe 3 or 4 parking lots, right, where you park. It doesn't take up that much space. Well, there's no reason why this can't be done. When everything comes down, like Dutch Sense is calling for a 7.5 in Southern California, and that's going to be followed by an 8.2 and 8.3 in Seattle, Vancouver, the big one is coming. God's not going to delay anymore. We need to take action. But once I come down from the mountain, I'm asking the Lord to bless me with $5,000 American to get this started. He'll provide the place to build all this. Then I can actually get it out. I can do a step-by-step presentation of how to do it. Well, it's under construction, so I'm going to end it here. This is Donald Taylor. Joshua is the name that the Lord has given me, and I believe we're at the point that we're going to have to prepare or pay the consequences for not preparing, not being ready for the times that we're coming into. So I'm leaving out. I'm going to draw this up in more detail, but think about it. It's time to take action.